Hello everybody, welcome to Magic Universe. This is the part 2 of the flip-throughs of the new cards, new oracle cards that I got. I did the Shamanic Dream Oracle, which you will find in part 1. And right now, we're gonna do the morning mantras. They're affirmation cards, but I'm gonna use them as oracles. And then also the evening mantras. And I'll probably post this a couple of days later, so you'll find part 1. I'll link part 1 in the description below. But we're just gonna hang out, and I'm gonna eat applesauce, so you can grab something to eat or drink and hang out and look at these cards with me. I haven't looked at them yet. So the Affirmator morning and evening mantras, these ones, they came from the same company that did the Affirmators Tarot. And you'll remember those. I use those a lot. They're the colorful cards with the animals in them. So you've seen these before. Ooh, if you've never seen that. I don't think I've ever drawn that card. But anyway, yeah, they're from the same company, so they're very, very cute. And there are only 30 cards to each of these little decks, and they're about $10 each from the original website of the people who made these, and you can get them through Amazon for like $11, I think it was. Okay, so let's start with the morning mantra. Oh, they're so cute. Look at this. You open the box and there's a little cup of coffee in there. And then there's like this little thing. It's kind of like an envelope that you can pull the cards out of. So this is the back of the card. And let's go through the front. So the first card. Even storms have a calm center. Today, if chaos rises up around me, I will be the eye. Huh, is that why it's called that? That is so cute. So these were made to be affirmation cards. So I guess like in the morning you wake up, you can shuffle the deck and pull a card and see what message you want to kind of set your energy at for the day. And then in the evening, it's the other one where you can see how to round up your day with another message. I hear the drama. I see the drama. I fire up my jetpack and blast away from the drama. So cute. Get myself comfortable behind the camera here. Today, I'll notice all the little ways I'm loved, nurtured, and supported. Go ahead, universe. That's your cue. See, this is really cool to wake up and set your energy like this. I just started doing this thing where I have a notebook and I just start writing words that I want to vibrate at. I got this idea through Abraham. Abraham suggested it to Esther. So Esther would write words, right? First he did the one where it's like the alphabet, where you go through A, B, C, D, and come up with words that are in the vortex that they call, like high vibration words, right? So like L would be love, and like B could be like bliss or something like that. And so you just go through the alphabet. And then Esther started doing one where she just wrote fun, like a whole page of fun, and she would like vibrate and feel fun in her while she writes a whole page of the word fun. And so I started doing just like a few lines, in each session, where I would just write words that just came to my mind in no particular order, but just high vibration words like eternal, infinite, bliss, laughter. and I would feel the energy of those words. And this actually really, really works to help set your energy. Like if you wake up and you're not feeling so good and you're like, I want to feel different, and you do this for just write a few lines of this in a notebook or, on a piece of paper or whatever. And you feel it, and it takes only a few minutes. And then I start to feel better already. And then it sets me up, until my thoughts go elsewhere and I feel bad again. But then if I do feel bad again, then I come back to the notebook and I write a few more lines, and then I feel good again. And like, I've been feeling so good doing this. So I think this will help too, this kind of stuff. I radiate patience like a GD guru. I think that means goddamn. It took me a while, like when I was seeing this online on another video, and I was like, GD, what is GD? I think it means goddamn guru. Mostly because I'm too exhausted this morning for tantrums. So cute. I radiate patience like a guru. Kindness is magic. So today I'm gonna make like a drunken wizard and cast friendlium to strangers spells all over the place. Yes. Friendly to strangers. I'm the only me I've got, so I'm going to speak lovingly to myself from sun up to sun up. That means extra compliments hold the critical anxiety spirals. You look better than average. You sure can make a lemon square. Wow, you're good at compliments. Let's eat some applesauce. I found this brand that makes applesauce out of Honeycrisp apples specifically, and that's like my favorite type of apple. My second favorite is Fuji, but I hardly ever eat that. I always just buy Honeycrisp. Okay. Setting boundaries doesn't make me a jerk. Setting boundaries prevents me from becoming a jerk. That's kind of true. Like when you set your boundaries and you don't let people step over you or get into your space, like you feel more yourself. You're giving space to yourself to be yourself. And then you're just a loving you. The right thing to do isn't always the easy thing to do, but it's easier to know I did it than to hate that I didn't. Adds a reminder to day planner. Monday, forgive them. Tuesday, forgive myself. Okay. Fear and love are always waiting. I know who I'm gonna open the door for. Spoiler alert. Hello, love. Weirdos welcome. Huh. What does this card mean? Fear and love are always waiting. I know who I'm gonna open the door for. Oh. It means you're welcoming everybody with love instead of being afraid of, quote, weirdos, meaning people you don't understand, right? Then you love the weirdos and then they become your friends. I have compassion for grumps. It's not easy to have a bad day and even harder to be a permanent poo-poo head. Oh, that is so true. It's not easy to have a bad day. It's like when you see people like that, I always see their background. Like, maybe I don't know their background, but then I look beyond the surface of why they're acting the way they're acting. And it's like, you always see, you know what? They're having a really bad time. they can't help they can't help being nasty because they can't be happy feeling that way, right? I'll do my best today, no matter what. Even if my best is way, 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 way less than perfect, still counts. I actually made a cake or decorated a cake that was kind of messed up like this. We made it was a birthday party, and there were two cakes. I decorated one, my friend decorated the other one, and she just has like that perfect handwriting, and she's obviously a very good decorator. Hers looked professional, and mine looked like some 3-year-old kid just took some paint and squirted down some letters. But, mine had personality. Not to say hers didn't. Hers was gorgeous, but that's my defense. My greatest weapon against a bad day is my smile, and I suppose a bunch of free money, but I won't get greedy. Oh, that's his shadow. Look at that. That's the blue stuff. That's his shadow. I keep my fire lit and blaze through all my shit. So after a day of it, I can enjoy my evening sit. It rhymes. There is something very, that sense of achievement, of accomplishment when you get through all your stuff that you have to do for the day. That, yeah, there's like a really good feeling about that. I like that too. When in doubt, give people the benefit. Everyone else is trying their best, right? Except maybe this person talking on speakerphone in public. I'm just noticing these animals look so much like these animals in the background. I picked the perfect background to do this particular flip through. It's like all the little animals, they match. Today, I'm going to fall in love with all the little taken for granteds that make this world so damn wild and dynamic. See, that's weird. They use the word damn here, so it's not like they're trying to be like rated G or anything. Huh. That's odd. Okay, I gotta read that again. I lost my train of thought. Today I'm gonna fall in love with all the little taken for granteds that make this world so damn wild and dynamic. The planetary design team really went all out on this one. Trees, flowers, clouds, hills, gentle breezes, touchscreen technology. Yes, appreciation for everything. It makes me think of like these creatures that are in like deep ocean, that look all wild and crazy just because we're not used to seeing them. And but yeah, there are all these creatures that live there, and they look unusual to us, and I appreciate them because they're so interesting and their lives are so far apart from ours. So many things exist that we don't know about. I like contemplating that. Aim big, chase dreams, live a golden life. What else am I here to do? Let's eat more applesauce. If you're watching this with me, comment down below. Are you eating something or drinking something? I'd like to know. What do you like to eat for a snack? In the game of life, it's more fun when we're all on the same team. And I'm in control of the team roster. Activate today's intention, acceptance. When I'm tempted to gossip, I'll think of something nice to say instead. And if I can't find something nice to say, I'll look harder. I've done this where I will start a sentence, with a friend, right? Or a coworker, when I used to have coworkers. And in the middle of the sentence, I'll realize that whatever I was gonna say didn't feel good. It wasn't like a nice thing to say, or it's just something that goes against what my inner self, my spirit, how my spirit would feel about somebody, right? Or something, like whatever it was that I was gonna say. So in the middle of the sentence, I would catch that, that feeling of my spirit going, we don't feel that way. I would stop the sentence and I would look at who I'm talking to and I would say like, never mind. And I just wouldn't finish the sentence and I would change the topic or I would let them speak. And it takes practice because sometimes you're on a roll. You're like, you know what? I'll just finish this thought, even though like halfway out of your mouth, it doesn't feel good and you'll realize it then. But it takes practice, but it's a good thing to do, to not finish what you're going to say if you halfway you just decide like it's not a good idea. I don't think I'm going to do it. Because the thing is if you let it all out of your mouth and the thought gets out there, then whoever it is that you're talking to will probably catch on, and add more to it. And then you just start this ball rolling of this negative thought or whatever, whatever it was that doesn't feel good. And then you'll get into a full blown conversation of this thing that doesn't feel good. And it's like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I can spend my day feeling daunted, or I can spend it climbing over the thing that's daunting me. If I'm going to spend, it might as well be a good investment. Getting over your fears. I choose what's better and healthier for me. Instant gratification is fleeting, but smug satisfaction lasts forever, like 8 to 12 hours. I like this little worm guy. He's so cute. I'm braver than I think. I don't have to suddenly slay every dragon in town, but I can definitely start the day off by looking one in the eye and giving it a slow motion nod. Approach your dragons slowly. I make like a friendship farmer and fertilize all my easy, joyful friendships. The other ones, well, nature can decide what to do with those. Yeah. I face the day knowing nothing bad can come from telling the truth. Nothing that's worse than living a lie anyway. It's koala. Is this one card or two cards? Oh, there's two cards. Okay, so that was the koala. And then underneath, I flat out dare life to pleasantly surprise me, because spoiler alert, it always will. Nice surprises are nice, yes. I refuse to deprive myself of the tiny, splurgy pleasures that spark my daily joy. I'm a lot more fun when I'm not a hollow, gray-eyed husk of resentment. Oh, this is cute. I can do anything I want with my life within the legal limits of my state country probationary guidelines. No wasted days, no reason not to try. You are limitless. I can't change which way the river bends, so I might as well strap in and enjoy this strange little boat ride. Anyone bring a cooler? If you watch the part 1, there was this one card, I think it was called Drifter, and we were talking about or I was talking about that's not necessarily a bad thing, to allow life to flow you where you need to flow. So this is it. Enjoying the boat ride, let it flow you where you need to flow, and have a little picnic. Unicorn! Today is a piñata full of unknowns. Time to crack that sucker open and pounce directly on the good stuff. I think every office, every place of work and home should have a piñata, because it's so fun. You just should, and you can just put whatever in there, and just have a piñata so people can play with it. A little smidge of manners goes a long way each and every day. Saying thank you, holding doors, Venmoing right away instead of waiting for the awkward request no one wants to have to send. It's a strange thing. I semi agree with it and semi don't. I kind of feel like manners, just the way it's defined, it's doing something kind of it's just a given, like you just do it, you don't even think about it. But for me, I feel like it is nice to do those things, but I feel like I want to feel it, if somebody's going to do something for me, I want it to be genuine. I don't want them to do it just because they feel like it's polite and they have to, right? Yeah. But I can understand where this is coming from, though, because it's nice to for somebody to do that. But anyway, I always just feel like it's nice if it's genuine. Anything that anybody does, that they feel that they really want to do it. Make like a plant and grow toward the light. Flower, repeat. Yes. So those are the morning mantras, the pink ones. I'm going to try to get them back in the right order. Okay. So those are the morning ones. And let's look at the evening ones. Okay, so this one, when it opens, there's a little candy on your pillow. Yes. Oh, it says something here. Repeat after me, repeat after me. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. That is so cute. It says something here too. A mantra each night to help you sleep right. And then the other side. Quiet your mind, embrace your path, relax without whine. Let's read the back. This deck of evening mantras is here to help you chill out, release the day, and stop anxious brain babble in its tracks. Woohoo! Pick a card at random and let its wisdom steep as you sip your tea or wine or whatever you're into. Read it out loud to process the daily hubbub in a healthy, non-stressy sort of way, and repeat as if whenever needed. Happier dreams not guaranteed, but 86.5% more probable. Yeah. So it's made by Knock Knock. That's the company. Yeah. Let's look at the other box. So the other box says, the wisdom of a guru, the length of a fortune. A mantra a day to keep potential baggage away. And this side, guidance for when your center is rocked, blocked, or stuck in traffic. This deck offers a veritable breakfast buffet of morning mantras. Yay! Pick a card at random and let its wisdom percolate. I like that word, percolate. Percolate as you sip your coffee or milk or whatever you're into. Read it out loud to set an intention for your day and repeat as if whenever needed. For those of us who weren't born fully enlightened, it's nice to have a cheat sheet. Okay. So that's a morning box. Let's open the evening box. Oh, wait, what was inside the morning box? Oh, it's the same thing, the repeat after me. Okay. Here we go. And then here's the back. It's blue. And then the cards are a little tinged blue. After a tough day, I remember that the most challenging people in my life are my coaches. They coach me on patience and compassion, and one day I promise to be grateful. Stubborn, prickly, grumpy, loud, gum chewy. Yeah, that message shows up a lot in readings that I do, especially like readings that talk about ex-boyfriends, things like that way, right? And their spirit of the person that I read usually says, it wasn't wrong to have had this relationship. I mean, you fell in love with this person for a reason, right? And they help you to grow you and make you ready for your next relationship. So that's a very common message that I get from spirit. So they're your coach. My spiraling thoughts are not the boss of me. I get to ignore them, stop them, or replace them with brighter ones whenever I want to. Blam! Baby hedgehogs having a picnic. Oh my god, this reminds me. When I was having my spiritual awakening, that part is a long story, but I'll just tell you the part that this reminds me of. If you've ever read or heard Esther Hicks' story of the first time she meditated, and then she felt someone breathing her, that actually happened to me too. And not on the first time that I meditated, but like I meditated for about 9 months. Like every day I would meditate, and then around the 9-month mark, there was some stuff happening energetically, because all sorts of, when you're on your spiritual path, you start feeling things, seeing things, hearing things, like stuff was happening. I was opening up my psychic channels, right? And I was having these really wild dreams too. And so what happened was that one night that happened to me, I felt something breathe me. And I was like, oh, and because I remembered Esther's story, right? And I was like, I know exactly what this is. For her, what was happening was that she was connecting with Abraham's frequency, right? And so what happens is like your spirit will breathe your body. I don't think it happens to everybody. I think depending on your own spiritual awakening experience, mine just happened to be very similar to Esther's. But so what happened was that my spirit was breathing me to help raise my vibration to match their energy level, like, my higher self, so that me and my higher self are of one frequency, so that me and my higher self becomes one, so that me and my higher self is like the consciousness blends and comes together, because that's what happened that night. And so as it was happening, as I was being breathed by my higher self, my inner self, I knew what was happening and I didn't want to freak out. So what happened was that I didn't do it myself, but my spirit projected an image of a strawberry in my mind, because my eyes were closed. It was like in the middle of the night. I just, I was trying to sleep, and like the moment that I kind of fell asleep, it happened. And in order to keep me from freaking out, there was a strawberry projected in my mind's eye. And so my conscious mind just thought, okay, I'm going to focus on this strawberry in my mind as my body is being breathed. And, because if it's never happened to you before, it's kind of odd, but it's like, good thing I knew what was actually happening, so I wasn't freaking out. And so I was like, I'm just going to focus on the strawberry, and I'm just going to let this thing breathe me. I'm just going to let my body breathe on its own. and deeper and deeper and deeper breaths. And then, it elevated me to that higher state. But that's what it reminds me of. I think someday I'll tell you the longer version of this story, but yeah, strawberries hold that meaning for me. I deserve the highest level of peace I can imagine, not really in the mood to settle for anything less. Also sleep and sweet dreams while we're at it. When my mind says stuff I don't like hearing, I simply choose not to listen. Thanks, but no thanks, negative voices. Tune it out. Why replay the annoying moments when I can replay the good ones? This whole I'm in charge of my internal movie theater is a pretty great perk. Yes. I remember the last time I went to a movie theater, and we went to one of these ones that were like fancy, where you can adjust the seat, and it was spaced pretty far apart. Like the person sitting next to you has this big old gap, because there's this place for putting your drinks and putting all your stuff, right? Those are really nice seats. I relax my mind and body and become like a swan gliding over a glassy pond toward a shore covered with super high thread count hotel linens. I want to sleep on a high thread count hotel linen, or I mean, not necessarily hotel, but like on those sheets, just to feel the difference, because I don't think I know the difference. Letting go is the only thing that matters. In letting go of thoughts, emotions, anxiety, shame spirals, I claim my freedom and make space for what I want to call in, spiritually speaking. But takeout sounds pretty good too. Manifestees. Let go. I speak to and about myself the way a best friend would, minus the hair braiding. And at the end of the day, I'm the best damn bestie I have, minus the hair braiding. I had a dream one time, and you know who was braiding my hair? Oh gosh, who was it? It was on the tip of my brain just now when I was thinking about it. I'm going to have to look back, but it was either Taylor Swift or Jennifer Lawrence. Okay, yeah, I just looked it up. It was Jennifer Lawrence. I had that dream like a few years ago. It was so funny because we were like friends. Or we were becoming friends and she was braiding my hair. It was a really nice dream too. All right. Seeing where I missed the mark isn't a knock against my brilliantly badass self. It's a light I can shine on tomorrow to hopefully improve on my already brilliant badassery. All right. I'm so grateful for all the little bitty bits of love I experienced today. The tinier the little itty bitty bits, the better. They prove love is hiding everywhere. Yeah, I like those. The little bits of love. Just recently, I had somebody be so nice to me. Actually, it happened quite a few times. Well, when I received this package, when it was delivered, you know how sometimes, like most of the time, when people deliver things, they just kind of ring your doorbell, they leave the package and they leave, right? This person actually waited for me to go down there and hand it to me. And he said good night. And I was like, oh, thank you for waiting. And he goes, yeah, no problem. I was like, that's very nice. But there was also something else that happened where somebody was like super nice to me. Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but I do remember feeling like, oh, you know, you feel that kind of heartwarming thing, the warm fuzzies. I'm like, that is so nice of that person to do that. I'm a bubbling fountain of gratitude for the trillions of ways my life is going right. I might forget to talk about them, but I sure can take a moment to think about them. Gratitude. I need to shift how I'm sitting. Let me shift the camera a little bit too so I'm not at an awkward angle. Tomorrow is a brand new, bright and shiny day, and I intend for it to be filled with joy and curiosity, or courage and support, or record-toppling adventure and mind-blowing discovery, or whatever I intend to intend. Sunshine Day. Joy and curiosity. Those are good ones. Adventure and discovery. Forgiveness is for giving, and I give mine to everyone on my less than lovely list. Hopefully somewhere someone is giving some to me. I focus on the happy, not the crappy. Too sappy? May all creatures everywhere feel peaceful, happy, safe, and loved. Yes, I said all creatures everywhere, including you know what, who. Tonight, I embrace the present moment and vow to spend 12.5% less time gorging on technology. And I won't even use technology to make that calculation. So how you like me now, present moment? My friend one time, I told her I used to walk on this trail like almost every day, every other day, and I don't bring anything. I just have my keys and maybe like a tissue or something. And I go, and she goes, I have to bring my phone. And I'm like, who you gonna call? We're walking on a nature trail. And she goes, what if somebody needs to call me? And I'm like, what kind of emergency can there be that they need to find you like right now, like within the next hour? Like if it's an emergency, they should call 911, right? And she just got so much anxiety about leaving her phone behind, or not even so much leaving her phone behind, but like not having the phone on her. I thought that was funny. This day might not have been a prize winner, but right now I'm exactly where and exactly how I need to be. I'll let life sort out the finer details tomorrow. Participant. Stress is not for bottling up or for spilling out. Stress is for taking out to the curb and gently saying, thank you, but I've had enough. And with that, I return to my harmonious center, which is probably nougat. If it's draining my joy or making me feel crazy, it ain't worth it. Time to light a candle and burn that worry away. Bye-bye. I have a candle story, but this video is running super long, so I'll tell it some other time if I ever think about candles. I'm not my feelings, and I'm not my thoughts. I'm beyond anything that has a name, and I can access that brilliant, bright beyondness anytime I need a breakthrough. So I guess please call me Beyonce. Beyonce. It doesn't matter how old I am or what's going on in my life, Epiphany is always waiting just around the corner, which is why I guess it's good to sleep with a night light on. So you can catch your epiphany. Obsessive comparison is only useful for online shopping. The truth is, we're all living 7.5 billion completely unique lives, so let's compare less and live more, okay? Especially after wine and or midnight. Noses? Yep, keep your nose in your own book. Yes, do not compare. It's hard though, I understand. But it's best not to, because we are all unique. Everyone's playing their movie from their own point of view. The only movie I'm the main character in is my own, and luckily that's the one I get to write and direct. Yes. I replace fear with love and let those little seeds take root in my being. Oh, these little cabbages are so cute. Maybe by morning I'll have a nice little patch of love cabbages to share with everyone. That is so cute. I own whatever's my fault. Bye blame. Then I let it all go. See ya never, shame. I've been watching a lot of Casey Neistat videos. All his vlogs. This just reminds me of him. He has, like, people gift him all of these things. He has a boosted board himself, which my friend taught me to ride his one time, and it's so fun. Oh my gosh, boosted board. But yeah, so, but his fans, his vlog fans, send him like other types of skateboards and scooters and bikes and stuff like that, right? And so he tests them out, on video. And so this just reminds me of him. Oh, I watched this one last night. That was so funny. Maybe I'll link it in the description because there was something that I got from it that was so cool. This is one with his friend Sean in it, and they were riding. Somebody sent him this weird, I guess it's a bike, but because you have to pedal it, but there's no seat. So it's kind of hard to ride. And so Sean was just like going down the street, like going this way and that way and this way, because he couldn't control it. And it just looked so funny. But the meaningful part came at the very, very end, which I'm not going to spoil it, but if you watch it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Sean is trying to ride his skateboard and jump down a flight of stairs. And he does it like a bunch of times and falls like on his everything. But so I'll let you watch it and see it, but it's like, it's very, very, it's very cool. You just gotta watch it. I'll link it. I'll look it up and I'll link it. But yeah, that was a really nice video. So watch it all the way to the end. As life goes charging by, it's the little moments that really add up. In the days wind down, I embrace a slower pace, a willingness to stop and smell the moments. Moment smells. This reminds me of a friend that I have. We have this kind of humor. Moment smells. Thank you to me for always being willing to try to reach, to grab, and to accept what's next. I wouldn't trade you, me, for the world. I feel that way about myself, where, yeah, I'm, I guess it's too private to talk about, but yeah, I feel that way about myself, my human self. And when I take inventory of my day, I realize it's full of mini victories. It's just up to me to provide myself with the high fives. Isn't that why we have two hands? Yes. We're almost done. I'm a human being who's doing my best. The journey towards my shiniest, bestest self is a slow and steady climb with lots of switchbacks and potholes. Luckily, I packed plenty of snacks. I'm only halfway done with my applesauce. Last one. I am safe, so I love with a doors wide open heart. I melt my walls and become my most vulnerable basket of bunnies self, knowing that's a super lovable part of me. Aww. We are all melting our inner walls, aren't we? Okay, so that's it. That is the evening mantra. You know what? I don't care that this video is long. I'm going to tell you my candle story. All right, the candle. So I got this book one time about psychic development. It's just like one of those easy books of, do this ritual, do this meditation like this, and then there are stories about how this person who learned to develop her own psychic abilities, like her experiences and stuff like that. So there was this one thing where she goes, place a candle. I think it was like 4 candles to the 4 corners of where you're sitting. Like you sit on the floor, right? And then you just place a candle so that you're sitting inside this square kind of. It's either square or diamond, where the candle is right in front of you and back of you and to each of your sides. Either that or it's in the corners, right? So that you're sitting inside the square. I don't remember. But what I do remember is that all of my windows were shut, no wind in the apartment, and I lit the candles and I followed the instructions in the book, right? And they said, say this, and I think there was something that you're supposed to say as you light the candle. So I'm lighting the candle, and then it says in the book, like, if the candle light, if the fire, the flame does funny things, that's spirit, right? So so I'm sitting in there, I have my candles lit, and I'm getting into the zone of the meditation and stuff, and all of a sudden, and I looked up, and then the candle flame was going crazy, and I was like, oh, and I was like looking around, and I'm like, I'm alone, okay? The windows are all shut, there's no breeze anywhere, and I didn't blow at it, and I was like, oh my goodness, this stuff is real. I wasn't scared. But I was like so surprised. And I was like, wow, this stuff is so real. But anyway, that's my candle story. So I will end on that. Bye-bye. Thank you guys for watching, for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed your little snack or drink or whatever it was that you're doing on your side. And yeah, like and share and subscribe, all the good stuff. And I will see you next time.